Hey guys, what is going on? It is Alex Williamson here. Silly me. With the secret history living in your aquarium. We're getting into that time of year. Jingle bell, oh, jingle bell, jingle bell. Don't want to get copy striked. So how is everybody doing? Uh, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Today I put up, I actually have 2 or 3 more videos from the last trip to Florida. But this trip to Florida, I am going to be touring. Uh, I actually have a list here of the places that I'm going to go. And I leave basically late tomorrow night, early to the next morning, Sunday morning, essentially. Um, so. Yeah, that'll be fun. Getting up super early and probably just sleeping on the plane. Ideally, that would be really cool. Um, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 possible stops that are going to be surprises basically for Florida. And I rented a Jeep, like a SUV type thing. So it should have enough ground clearance that I can get back into the areas we went with Grant in his truck. And I'll probably be with Grant some of the time. I'm hoping to catch up with the native fish keeper, Ryan Kinney. If you haven't watched his channel, you could check it out. He hasn't posted a whole lot in the last year, but he used to post a lot. And he's a very nice, funny dude, intelligent dude from Florida. He's from like the Orlando area. And then ideally, I think the night I get there, I'm going to be trying to stay with Brian Levy. And then I will be checking out all of the southern part of the Tampa Bay area. So all the farms, all the plant farms, shrimp farms, fish farms, all the wholesale stuff. Then I will probably be trying to go back where I was last time, go check out the same spots, see Grant. We're going to tour his new rack setup, and then hopefully I'll be able to have a tank set up there and some fish that I catch while I'm there. Like I'll get a 5-gallon bucket or something at Home Depot. And I've got, I'll be packing my portable rechargeable battery aerators, which should be cool. I like those little things. And then I'm working on a couple other things that I'll show you. Basically working on my kit of what I'm bringing. So yeah, John, welcome. It is good to see you too. And live, not on just the replay. Also, good to see all of you. Jerry, what's going on? Welcome in. Discordia, what's up? Skydancer, Fanatic Al. Who else is in here? Brandon, Eric. What's up, Eric? Y Rock. Ray Cooper, what's going down? Chris Howell, what's up, Chris? Jeff Kane, Currendillion Works, Muppet, hey, ho, let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. Jose, what is going on? Welcome. And who else is hiding in here? We got Linda Worth, Emma, hello. Glad to see you back. And then we've got, let's see here, Asha Llewellyn. So good to see you. Always a pleasure. ABC Biotope Creation, Aquatic Biotope Creations, rather. So great to see all of you in here. It means a lot to me that you guys want to hang out. If you have a question, you can literally just say at Fishtory, or you can say at the Secret History Living in Your Aquarium, because if you're on a PC or desktop, it should pop up like when you start typing at the secret, like, and then it'll pop up my name. you can click that and then it for sure highlights it. If you're a member, which is $1.99, you have a symbol next to your name. And when I have you, the way my chat in StreamYard is prioritized is it tries to pick like main chat comments. So both long comments and comments that are added with someone in it, but it also puts in your members at a higher rate than not. So it's another way that I can see your questions better if you need help with something. Holy smokes, get a sleep mask and a Benny IV drip for the flight. Currendillion, thank you. I don't know that the IV would be illegal these days. You know, I could try some reds or blues or yellow jackets or ludes, all those things that people used to do back in the day. That knocked me out pretty good. I think just working to get ready is going to do it pretty well. But if you guys have questions, let me know. But what I was going to do is I was going to tell you guys basically a couple of the and show you a couple of the things that I got recently. And I want to tell you guys just how awesome and appreciative I am of folks like Currendillion, like your super chat, man. Thank you. But I want to show you guys what I've done with like funding for the channel lately, because I want to bring you guys bigger stories from more places. And so I feel like saying thank you, but also doing some show and tell of like what's coming in the future with the tech that I have. Jesper, welcome. Come on in. The water is chilly, but fine. Also, guys, I have some sort of allergies or something tonight. If you hear that I'm a bit stuffed, like a turkey. So also, if I get tired in like an hour, it's the the Benadryl IV drip that's doing it. So that's the only thing we might run into tonight. But these, how did I screw up the pronunciation of the word this? This is one of my best friends while traveling. This is a limelight. I just can't talk tonight. A limelight by Omar's, and this will recharge my phone. Even like a high tech phone, it'll recharge this thing, this power bank, and it's about the size of the phone. And it'll recharge it in 40 minutes. It'll recharge the whole phone, and it'll do it 2.5 to 3 times per charge, which is nice. So I've got this and another one that's not this brand, but this is the brand I would get in the future. It's got USB C 2.0, 3.0, Thunder, and the the other Apple one, the older one. So that is a handy little thing that I got hold of. And also my fly collection for fly fishing. We're going to do some micro fishing in urban settings this trip. So I'm going to try to spend some time in Tampa proper and actually I tried out fly fishing last time I was in Florida, and literally every time I would cast, when it hit the water, something would bite it there were only 2 spots where I had to wait more than casting it. So it was more time unhooking the fish, and then the fish was all bloody and I felt kind of bad, even though it's a barbless hook and all that. But so I've got those. I've also got some like bass and other larger fish lures, because I'd love to see a pike or a gar. So I've also got some oddball lures, hooks, fishing reels, all that kind of stuff. And then I also have this little kit put together, and I'm really excited about this. So I have 3 of these now. in this kit, and these are the portable microphones. And these go with Bluetooth back to my phone, and then I've got an audio app that allows me to mix in real time, and then I can clip them on to whoever. Like, so if we're doing a fish farm tour, hopefully we can hear someone even if they're walking 20 feet ahead of me down a path talking about a pond or a lake full of rainbow fish or something. So we've got that. I've got a bunch of different little doodads and stuff that are now falling out. But different extension cords, different or adapter cords. Then also we've got some lenses. We've got the macro lens, wide angle lens, the coral, specifically for looking at coral under the blue light, the UV light, and then a polarization filter lens. So we got those, and hopefully that'll help cut down on glare, and also cut down on if we're looking at a coral setup at someone's fish room or at an aquarium or something, we'll be able to cut through the glare like a pair of skizzers. Whoa. And all the little adapter pieces are just too tiny, but I mean, like, that's great. It's USB-C to USB 2.0, I guess. So yeah, I think fly fishing, you're more likely to use a lightweight leader line, and then a smaller fish won't see as much too. Yeah, when I have gone down to Florida, everything bites. If you can match whatever the hatch is, like when I was down there, the ones that were really hot as far as catching like little nano fish were the plainer ones. So there was a fly hatch going on, and these little plain ones that you can put flourishes on or whatever, those worked well. And then also for bluegills and bass and stuff, these little yellow jacket ones worked really well. And then the bigger ones seem to attract smaller fish, which was ironic. Like your little top minnows and stuff were more interested in the like fancy dancy bugs. So I'm prepared. And then I've got my little telescoping rod, and it's not a fly rod, but I'll treat it like a fly rod, and I'll do like no tippet on it sometimes, and I'll just use the light, no weight, and just the line going like this to get the placement I want, because you don't unplug my own headphones because you don't want necessarily to throw out your cast super far like I have to up here in the Pacific Northwest. Like in Florida, a lot of the fish are right in the shallows, or you're on the side of a creek, and that's where like my Japanese style rods, where you can kind of like the Tenkara setup, you can have like a 15-foot rod, and you can literally just have the line going straight down 6 feet a leader and just do this above the water and barely touch the water, and boom, they'll strike it. Even and a rod that long that's telescopic, when you even breathe or when your heart beats, you'll see that the rod twitches, which is great for motion for fish. Holy smokes, we got another big super chat. Thank you so much, Stephen P. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, all of this will be going to to traveling costs and so forth for this trip to Florida. In the trip, I hope to tour 3 or 4 fish farms, a couple fish rooms. I'll be at the meeting with Dr. Anthony speaking. I'm going to go back to Grant and Shelby Eater's, back to their place, and going to be checking out their new shrimp tank setups, and then also like they have new racks, and then also trying to get more footage of the really rare stuff that he has for specific species spotlights. So behind this, behind the screen, behind the scenes, I have been studying up different species. So like the flagfish in Florida, for instance. So I have the history of the flagfish, its naming, who discovered it, who cataloged it, the taxonomy, interesting facts about, how they eat black beard algae, things like that. So that when I'm down there now, instead of saying, "Oh, I don't know what this is," I'm sure that will happen a lot still with over 700 fish in the water there. But hopefully less so this time. And hopefully this time we'll get enough footage that if I'm at Grant's house, so Grant just hopped in the chat. What's going on, buddy? And hold on. What up? But yeah, the video I just made. Oh, right. And the code on Grant's website, thegardenofeatershrimp.com. So TGOE shrimps.com. It's the acronym of the Garden of Eater and then the word shrimp.com. Is up again. So if you want 10% off, it's Alex 10, I believe, right? Isn't that what it is? Unless it's Secret 10. I think it's Alex 10. Grant will tell me in 1 second. But yeah. Somebody said micro fishing. I have a hard time with. Secret 10 is it? Okay, so it's Secret 10, the code right now. Through Grant. So if you want shrimp through Grant, like he's got lots of all kinds, but specifically his Caridina are really, really nice. Just saying. But the other little piece of the little puzzle, somebody said, come on, why this mouse pad or trackpad? The underwater cabbage salesman. I like that name, by the way. Fishing, really? Thought this channel was about fish appreciation. I struggle with fishing. So none of it, I mean, honestly, I do fish if I'm going to use the fish, like if I'm going to eat it all or we need to study it for something, in theory, I guess. But really with fishing, with micro fishing, you are generally catching without a barb in the hook. So it's a little hole in the hook. And if you've ever seen fish, they get thrashed in the wild. I mean, most of their fins in the wild have been nibbled, or they have a hole in their side, or they have a big old scar and like half their eye is gone or whatever. So it should be pretty kind to the fish compared to other forms of fishing. And I'm gonna let them all go, other than if I catch something that I really want to keep, like for instance a melanistic golden top minnow. That would be one where, like, a black golden top minnow, I would need to grab that and send it home. So that's going to be the other goal, is to find some elosoma and some blue killifish, bluefin killifish, as well as a few swamp darters, maybe some flagfish, some least killifish, any other transplanted live bears also, darters, shiners, daces, all that kind of stuff is fair game if it's legal, which it should be with the fishing license. It should be that I have 5 of those a day that I can catch. And being there, I guess 12 days, so I'll have 60 of each species in theory that I could be shipping home. Fish and Shrimp by Rich. What's going on, man? Oh, guys. So apparently, I'll be right back. But apparently, our ceiling is leaking again because it's snowing here. And we had someone very kindly from the channel come out and reseal our whole ceiling. And now it sounds like it's leaking again. Hold on one sec. I'll be right back. Is it doing it anywhere else? Okay. So it's been like 20 degrees here, and the roof is leaking again, even though a guy came out and helped us with it, who is a member of the channel, and he like resealed it, put new like flashing kind of stuff over it and everything. Really nice of him. I think right now what's happening is the snow and ice piled up high enough that then it's getting into the area where the leak happened, and there's still like a lip of snow that's right now melting for the first time in 48 hours. So unless this is just a little leak that's only going to happen when it snows more than an inch or two, I hope that's what's going on, and it's not the same issue we had as when it was raining really heavily and the cracks were, whatever. Anyways, kind of frustrating, that roof of ours, and same with the oven of ours, and same with the gas fireplace of ours, and whatever. It's just there's always something when you own a house, huh? Sketty, what's going on? Greg Jones, what's going on? Garden of Eater Shrimp. I prefer to build my own. I'm guessing you're talking about tanks and stuff, but I'm gonna pretend you're talking about houses. Craig, what's going on? Prevention is better than a cure. Get it checked again just in case. Yeah, I mean, I will. He was just here like not even a month ago working on it and finishing it up. So it's strange. And I mean, he worked a long time up there too. But who knows? ABC Aquatic Biotopes, good to see you alive and chatting. Goose Not Maverick, what's up? Corey Miller, what's going down? First Class Fish, hey. Good to see everybody. Oh, Chris, thank you. Can't help much with the roof, but maybe this will get you a bottle of water at the airport. Well, thank you. Maybe I'll save that roof water and just bring a plastic bag and soak a shirt, because they don't want you to bring liquid containers. Well, a shirt is technically not a container. So I'm just going to soak shirts in Dr. Pepper, put them in a bag inside my bag, and then I'll just wring out the Dr. Pepper when I need a sip of Dr. Pepper. What do you guys think about that plan? Sounds logical. But thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. I really do appreciate it. So to show you guys off another little toy that I bought with super chat money this last couple months, because I had mentioned, and I didn't mean to like guilt trip anybody, but I had mentioned that I know everybody's tight on money this year, and that super chats last year I was averaging like a couple $100s a month from super chats, which I was, always extremely flattered by. But literally last month, I made $20 in super chats. And I was like, wow, that's the least I've made since I was monetized. People must really be hurting, or I must be really sucking. And it could be a combination of both. But regardless of all that, right after I said that, then people were like very, very generous. And a couple of y'all threw in a bunch of money. Some of you guys got memberships. And it's really the memberships too that allow me to upgrade my gear for my channel. So that's why I wanted to share with you like what I'm doing to reinvest in the channel, I guess, rather than just like I'm buying piranhas or something. But in any case, so I used to have this little guy for travel, and it's fine. It's it only goes like maybe 2 feet max. Like it extends about twice as long as this, and it's got a little tripod base, but you have to push that back in, and it's a little flimsy now because I've had it 4 or 5 years since I started the channel and that stuff. So I got this one, which is as tall as me. I don't know why it says it's 58 inches, but it's not. It's 72. Maybe they don't count this thing or something, but it will hold a traditional camera. You can snap that in the back. It'll also hold my camera, phone, and any camera that I'm bringing, and then it is extremely long, so that I can be like I can be like Mick Jagger and be like wah 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 wah. So that stuff's all cool. Brian, what's going on? I was just mentioning that Brian has been kind enough to literally, I mean, by letting me stay there, he's saving me $100 to $150 a night, like with the price of urban like hotel rentals these days. So I that's so kind of him to offer, and it means a lot. And I'm gonna take him up on it for at least Sunday night. And then I'm gonna go see some friends up north in Florida. Go down south to come up north. And yeah, Chew, welcome. Guppy girl, hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. And who else snuck in here? Anybody else that I wasn't expecting? Wasn't expecting you. Wizzle, what's going on, man? How are you doing? It's grand to see you. Grand to see you. So yeah, this little case though is the main one with the lenses. And now, like I said before, I had one microphone and then 2 cord microphones that would go back to a little piece like this size with knobs on it, like a lav mic, like typical ancient one that's been around forever. Well, these now are wireless, and so on Amazon Monday or whatever it was called, I got that, and then got a good deal on this too. This might also work as a weapon, I think. So I think it's got like faux alligator skin also on it, in plastic. So I'm thinking that if I get troubled by any alligators, I can just whap, whap. along with like a mag light that I'll probably bring for nighttime collecting. The next thing, obviously, I'm bringing dechlorinator in a little bottle, bringing the little pumps. The artist, of course, the Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci, that guy. That's who I'm bringing. Gonna bring this sunscreen for my white, pale, pathetic skin. And then I'm also gonna bring this because why not? Fiber bites, creepy animated fish on every package. Oh yeah. Weird waters. Hikari Vibrabites. Smaller fish for small fish who provide how can I talk? Who prefer small food. I would assume most small fish like small food. All right, so then the next thing that I've got going on that I think is kind of cool is so I bought. I went to this Korean and Japanese and Taiwanese store. It's a Japanese store originally. It's called Daiso, but they import all sorts of cool knickknacks, dumb knickknacks. It's like a Japanese and some Thai and Taiwanese and some Korean, some a little bit of Hong Kong or Chinese, but it's yeah, this is their little logo. Let's see, Daiso. But there's a store in Seattle because we have a huge Asian population here, and we're close to Asia than the rest of the U.S. But there is this clear container or clear, what's it called? Handmade wrapping clear box. And it's for giving gifts, like using as, like they have a whole section for like origami wrapping up presents. Like you can see, right? Maybe you can. Who knows? Ooh. Actually, that picture kind of looks funny when nothing's in focus. Why can't I pick the right side? Everything's reversed. My life is reversed. But whatever the heck these two circles are, and then this amorphous shape up here, well, whatever they're showing off, it came out looking a little phallic. But nevertheless, they're for presents. So you put them together by folding them, and they're really clear acrylic. And what I did was then I used a pack of the gel super glue that you can bring on the go and use several times. And I've got it now where it is actually pretty waterproof. It wasn't at first, it leaked like a sieve. But now that I've just gone around the edges of one part, I've been able to get that. And this is skinny enough that you put one fish in it and it can't really turn around much. So you're going to get the shot. And some people may think, oh, that's mean to the fish. But in reality, it's actually kinder to the fish because you're going to get the shot quicker. But what I would do is do the same glue job up here, and then you would just focus like such and get the fish. So that's one idea I'm going to test out, because if so, it would be really cool to be able to bring flattened containers you essentially assemble. That would make fish collecting pretty easy. Also, Mark, owner of Jonah's Aquarium, he has the best dip net in the world, which like literally that's what it's called. But they're awesome. And yeah, I appreciate it. Let's put a little ruler on it. Yeah, I agree. Should put a little ruler on the container. And then the other thing I got, and we're gonna try a couple things. This one though was like $1, and it's for putting like memorabilia, like sports memorabilia in, like a little case. They put a teacup in it because they're Japanese, but the other thing I saw it advertised for online was like baseballs and stuff. But this one opens, and it's so brittle it already cracked, and I didn't even know if I bought it that way or what. So it's really clear though, like it's very clear. That's going through 2 layers of un un I mean there's smudges on it, but of acrylic or plastic. So that's another option. But my best options are these ones. So I paid $1 for this, and this I can take off the stickers, fill with water, and then very tiny fish like least killifish or I mean even up to like a flagfish, I can then put in here. And this is that heavy duty, like it's a soap dispenser type container. And it's got a pump too, which then I can use to bring like dechlorinator or whatever too if I wanted to, and have that backup as well. But I'm not really worried about that. What I was thinking is it'd be cool to come up with a way that the pump, the rechargeable pump, nano size, that it'd be rad to fit it in the top of this threaded and have the air stone running down. I think that'd be cool. Lonnie, what's going on? Good to see you. Are you guys talking about, do you prefer a long handle dip net or a pocketable one? Honestly, if I lived in Florida, I would probably be fine with the little one most of the time. However, I am bringing this time, or having it sent actually, which isn't the cheapest option ever. But I have to say thank you to Mark of Jonah's Aquarium, because he's sending another net, and I'll link to the nets that I use because I learned about them from Lawrence Kent and Heiko Blair and a number of other people who are Gary Lang also, who use these nets pretty exclusively. Like unless they're using a seine net or a box shaker net, this is the net they use, and they have all sorts of different net head attachments, and then they're sectional. So what's nice about your question is they come with an extra 1 foot section in this reinforced aircraft grade aluminum, and so you can make it up to like 12-foot long handle. However, that puts a lot of torque on the system and on you. I mean, it's a lot of effort even just to lift the net when it's 12 feet long like that, and the end, and how heavy all the good quality material is. But yeah, so I do like those around here in Washington. They're really nice to get like under a log in a river and like through the bushes, like the blackberries. Nothing that snags on the net will tear it. It's a really good quality pro net. So I really like those. And then this was the last thing for possibly viewing and collecting, other than what I'm gonna buy from Ryan down there. He sells Ryan Kinney sells these little containers to put fish in, but this is one for like mid-sized fish. So I'm gonna probably pack, some of these things in it, and then try to pad it somehow with like bubble wrap, and put this in the backpack as part of the fish catching kit. Also, I mean, I know that some people may not think that it's a serious matter, but I kind of do it in that, like, without certain things, even if they seem a little frivolous, morale gets really low. So I'll also be bringing my robot killer fish. Yes. Corey, you say your cat loves this toy? I love this toy. Adults can have toys. I mean, not adult. Okay, this stream just got demonetized. That's the other thing is YouTube is demonetizing us for everything. I can't be like, hey, you know how some fish are boys and girls, and there's a biological term for that? Oh, can't say that. You know how you want to determine whether it's going to lay eggs or not? Can't say that term. Like they're just hitting me every chance they get. They're hitting up old videos too, which just pisses me off and pulling them off. So I've had a couple videos taken down. Rob, what's going on, man? Rob, who helped me get the handle at Fishery. Appreciate it, brother. Too coolie for schoolie. What's up? Tortoise can be really mean when fighting over females. Everything can be, it seems like. Um, I love you too, honey. Hold on, guys. One sec. Drive safe. That sounds good. I love you, babe. My wife is going to book club where she buys and sells books on the black market. Mick, what's going on, buddy? First class fish. What's up? Let's see here. Yeah, but literal animal abuse and gore can go on all day long with no reports. Yeah, I know. Let's see. M&C Aquatics, what's up? Late, but I'm here. Been binge watching some of your channel. Well, awesome. Glad if you like it, especially them boring episodes, like the one about the history of humans and fish and fire and how fire and cooking fish and the fact that 780,000 years ago, our common ancestor slash early human relatives were cooking fish and starting fire in cages and cutting down cereal crops, at least to gather them, not like necessarily farming them. But all those revelations are like mind blowing for the archaeological community and showing that fish, literally, that the freshwater lakes leading out of Africa during that time were the reason that hominids were probably able to leave Africa and have enough protein in different environments because they ate shellfish, they ate freshwater clams, mussels, oysters, things like that, plus crayfish and fish. 70% of the diet of these early hominids or human ancestors and Neanderthals and Denisovans, few others, Homo erectus, Homo egaster, and Homo heidelbergensis. And anyways, there's a group of failed human species that didn't make it. But yeah, I saw the video when it first came out. Jose says, well, glad to hear it. Because that one took me like weeks of research. I mean, it really took me years to research and then put pieces together. But really, it covers about 5 or 6 scientific papers. And so that is hopefully kind of fishery for you guys. Alex, are you going to need a lawyer to fight YouTube? Maybe. I'm staying with a lawyer who does copyright and patent law. So yeah, I mean, he also does malpractice. He does a little bit of everything, but he has background in that, did that for a while. So pretty cool to have him as an ally. Like when I had the whole channel get taken down, when Joey and I got into an argument on my stream, he claimed my stream as his content because it had him in it. And even though they gave me my channel back, that's still like a permanent bad mark on me, which is so unfair. And they told us in arbitration, because it went to a Palo Alto where YouTube is based. It went to an arbitration like committee court thing. And they said, if you are lying in any of these statements, either of you, your channel is gone. We're deleting it. And of course, his was full of lies. I mean, just the fact that he didn't know he was on my channel and that he was giving me a lesson on how to stream and teaching me about fish was his complaint said. But all that when he claimed mine, and then he claimed 163 other channels, I believe it was, for them sharing clips. When technically that's on me. If I want people to take them down, I could have said something. But falsely claiming a fee or a fine for someone else's copyright is a felony in the U.S. So it's also like I could have gone through the whole rigmarole back when that happened and really thrown the book at him, but obviously I didn't want to do that. It was Joey, King of DIY. But yeah, in the past now. But so what else was I going to tell you before we moved on to let's take a look at my tanks before they get freaking ruined. Also, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I am here for that. But I know I get a lot of people's questions in emails and in posts on Facebook and in all sorts of different formats. And, I like doing that. I want to do that. What's funny is whenever I stop doing that, the live streams, the super chats go way up. And then I wondered, like, are some of the big channels just not responding to comments because they want the super chats? And I was like, trying not to be that cynical, but I think that happens. And to me, I'm like, anybody who needs help with their fish, like, guys, come on, let's be a good community and help each other with our fish. Wonder if flags are related to the YouTube channel that used to start with Doctor Someone but got renamed. Uh, oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Alex, your opinion on feeding cooked egg yolks to fish? It's great. They love it. Yeah, definitely, especially just the yolk. Add a little piece of garlic to the yolk while you're cooking it, like mash it down. That works great. Jimmy P, what's going on, buddy? I got to have you on the show sometime. It's good to see you in here. Welcome. Am I bringing anything home from Florida? Yeah, so any non-game species that are not otherwise protected, you can catch 5 individuals a day as bait fish or I guess to eat in theory or whatever. Can't keep them necessarily as pets in Florida, but I can send my live bait to Washington. And then once in Washington, those species are totally fine to breed in captivity. So my plan and hope is to find pregnant female versions of killifish and things like that, put them in the mail them back a day or two before I head back, and then we'll have hopefully some fish from Florida. Uh, I heard of this eggs. What fish is this good for? Not good for? Well, so first of all, eggs are going to make a big old mess in your tank, but they do add some sulfur, which is good for if you have a deep substrate tank. If you have more than like 3 or 4 inches of substrate, the sulfur from even just an egg yolk, which isn't that much, um, it actually can then become part of the ecosystem, sink down, and then that actually helps uh, take ammonia and feed it to plant roots without having to go through the nitrifying or not without the nitrification cycle, which is kind of cool. It's like a root tab once it works its way down there, and that's why I really like that AquaChar product, which I'm going to do a whole episode on because it's really interesting to me, and I've been playing with it for a few months and doing some experiments and stuff. So I'll talk about that more in the future when I have time. You glad you first joined or you joined the chat for the first time? Well, I'm glad you did too. Welcome. Am I taking orders? Maybe. I mean, I know everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the There's a room where the light won't find you, holding hands when the walls come tumbling down. Uh, E8 Bill, what's up? What do I think of dirted tanks? I think they're great. They're fine for other people, but I don't want them because I like moving plants too much. And I also tend to like catfish and loaches that dig a lot. And when you have fish that do that, one, it releases nitrates, nitrites, ammonia potentially. But two, it then clouds up the water column, clogs the filter, yada, yada. And it can take a while. Um, yeah, pygmy sunfish, that's what I'm going for. As the Gulf pygmy sunfish, the banded sunfish that only gets to like 2.5 inches. The what's it called? The red-eared dwarf sunfish. That's another variant I want to get. How is your local dojo, or how is your dojo loach breeding project going? So, in the pond that they're in, the 40-gallon container, they are spawning. They spawned in the summer. They haven't spawned since then, but they had babies in there, and I have no idea what I did to encourage that, which is a little frustrating, but I think it might just be seasonal and they just need enough room and enough leaf material or plants or moss or whatever it may be to do that. But I will hopefully next year again have coolie loaches ready to ready to sell on Vivi, because I that's my new plan, because I think that shipping is the fairest price, plus the overview of care that they give is so helpful. Gotta run. All right. Have a good one, ABC. I hope you have a good one or two or three. Yes, eggs are beneficial but messy. Good for any fish that needs protein, especially little fish. Um, okay, Jeff, you're interested in that dwarf red ear also? Yeah, I mean, I think they should be kept like discus. They can be kept outside in almost any condition. Which fish likes eggs? If they like meat, pretty much they'll eat eggs. So everything from cories and catfish that may just kind of pick at it opportunistically and depending on what else is for dinner, to like angelfish, which are going to, like little ones, especially anapistos and cribs, things like that. They're going to eat that up like crazy. Little gouramis too. Um, do, 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 do. Man, I'm just sorry, guys. I'm getting sidetracked by reading your comments too. Uh, Joseph, hello. Um, all right. So, Asya says, come on. I put my dirt in mesh bags with plastic zippers, then cover them with a thick layer of sand or gravel or mix the two. That's not a bad way to do it. I've done that with lava rock, and that works really well for building up hardscape. So, like, if you need to add a back row that's higher than the front row and taper it, rather than using all aqua soil, which is so expensive, take a filter media bag or even like a pantyhose stocking or heck, a sock. It doesn't matter, whatever. Um, and fill it up in whatever shape you need. If like I said, the pantyhose, you can get a whole pant leg and fill it with a stone. If it's sturdy enough, it doesn't tear. And then you've got like these, I don't know what to call them, berms or barriers that work pretty well. Um, yeah, Jeff Kane says Wisconsin has some pretty hard laws on native fish. Yeah, so does Washington, for sure. But the thing is, you can't. Mm, it's confusing. You can't buy or sell them uh, in the state. You can import them if you have a license, or if you, which is easy to get, or you can buy them online, and it goes to defaulting to wherever it came from pays the tax in the long run. So then a lot of times they'll pass the tax on to you. But regardless, then yeah. So the problem is that even if they're tank bred, they don't want a native species from the Seattle area in the hobby or whatnot in a pet store. So they've really discouraged that, like Fish and Wildlife and stuff. And I get it a little bit, but also at the same time, that requires such nuance and care that I just feel like it's not ever going to be a huge fad, and they don't need to worry about it. All right, so I was thinking about looking at some fish that are native to Florida, but I realized with where our time is at and the fact that I know Lucas Bretz is about to go or is already going, and then after that, I don't know if Kenny and Ed and those guys are going, but uh, I think what we'll do to wrap this up is we're going to take another look at the aquariums currently just to see how they look, and so you guys can have we'll have a video marked in time of what happens when right now my aquariums are very balanced except for one that I'm still that one I'm still fighting that had the nitrogen crash. Well, now I had a nitrogen spike because things kind of take a few days to tell you, like, did you use enough nitrogen? And like when things started looking good, I was like, oh good, this is a good regimen, I'll do one pump a day. Well, that ended up being way too much, and so now I've had to back off and just run CO2. All in the US. Good luck to the World Cup tomorrow, you guys. I just need to inform you, you're getting hold on. I'm sure it's you're getting beat to the ground. I'm just in. Oh wait, that's not where it went. Oh wait, here. What in the heck? Hail in the US. Good luck in the World Cup tomorrow. Just need to inform you, you're getting into battle with the best defender there is. W. Wait, is that a W or a VV? VV. Oh yeah, VVD. Liverpool is awesome, and it looks like that's a Netherlands looking name if I've ever seen one. That's some freaky deaky Dutch nonsense. Uh, oh, Jeff, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, he moved. I know. That's why our times have overlapped again when we figured it out so that wouldn't happen. But we're going to be doing a video together, hopefully, in like 5 days. So hopefully we won't have to worry about that. And hopefully we can also do some more live streams while we're down there. And when we do the live streams, I'm optimistic that I'll be able to pull up like the website that I have bookmarked for showing you guys which native fish are chef's kiss beautiful. Alex, do you know of any regulations going into effect December because of the Lacey Act? No, I have not seen anything that says anything about that. I know they were trying to push it, then it got stalled. Then they ended session and voted not to even handle it. And then I think some state like Utah or something, I think had just a bill with something in the wording that was similar, but it was enough to bring up the topic again and yada yada. But I think they're done with that nationally for the second being. Who knows in another month or year. Um, Was that this month? Yes. Yeah, early. Well, wait, no, last month. Early last month. Um, let's see here. Again, guys, thanks for hanging out with me and having a little bit of fun. At least I'm having a little bit of fun. You guys don't need to. You guys don't really concern me in your level of fun. This is really all just an experience to encourage me to be happier in life. Um, let's see here. The other thing is I'm gonna be trying to get a B-list or a B-list celebrity, D-list celebrity. No, I'm gonna be trying to get some B-roll of the farms and stuff, not just for myself, but I'm hoping to offset the cost of the trip with that. Yeah, and then also be able to write off a good chunk of it, which will be nice. Although you have to have money to write off things. So that's a bit of a stumbling block if I've ever had one. Alan, g'day, mate. Good to see you. Hype 2. Y'all ready for this? Let's see here. If you're going the same way as the pet trade in Europe, here are rules in effect January 2022. You know, the other thing that I like is that we have an act that's like, it's illegal to collect native whatevers. But yeah, go collect the other country's stuff. I mean, that's why CITES makes a little more sense, even though I don't approve of it. But yeah. Alan, whoa, that was a thrill. Yeah, can't buy a thrill. I don't want to do your dirty work. Oh no. Hey, Hype 2, thank you, Alan. Alan, buddy, you're always there for the channel. You're always there for me. You're like a brother, like a mean brother who punches you in the kidney and pokes your eye out, Three Stooges style, when I need it. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna pull up me and my homies. Who we got? Oh, I can't say that word either. Water squirters, me and my homies. We got airsoft gear. Oh, no. Almost played a song that would have ruined the whole live stream as far as copyright and monetization. Which again, I don't care as much about the monetization because you guys have been so incredible, and all of you who are members for $1.99, getting that extra content, getting the behind the scenes stuff, and you know, all of that support that you guys give me. And if you guys have ideas, I'm always listening, or videos that you're like, oh, this doesn't exist yet, but you should do it. All of that is so precious to me. Hi, so I appreciate. Oh my goodness! Stop making noise, phone. Here, everything has a purpose. Is all very crucial and important to how things run. Come on. All right. JT, what are some good small bushy plants for breeding fish? We will go look and talk about that in just a sec. So I am going to go over and look at a couple of the fish locally. Sorry guys, I'm like reading. I have to read with one eye. I think I need to get my eyesight checked. Like as I get tired, I have to read with one eye to see. I think that means I've got an eye. I need an eyeotomy. Anyways, happy Friday, Surf City Cichlids. You too. By the way, I'm seeing more and more people on Vivi, and if you guys are on there and you have any thoughts, like, man, I wish there was a comment section and I could search for other members who aren't selling but who are just sharing tanks. Like, that's my wish right now. Please share that feedback with them. Like, write them an email or comment on their part of the website. There are quite a few people signing up for aquatic or for Vivi um, through aquatic arts and the other things that have been kind of dominating it for the first few months. Now we're seeing new ones like Mike Cichlids, Quinn's Aquatics, and new people are starting to overshadow them, which to me is like, I mean, that's great. They've got their platform, and they're also going to be selling on Vivi because the price for shipping's cheaper. So that's why their manager decided to do that. But let me get out of here so I can try to set up this. All right. And guys, if we could get some of y'all to hit the like button, I'd appreciate that. That'd make me happy. Sleep with one eye open, reading cause you got astigmatism. Sick Foo, what's up? Yeah, Mick. What was it? Oh, I was singing a song in my head all day. This dumb song was stuck in my head. It's not that dumb. It's an okay song, but it's Papa was a rodeo, Mama was a rock and roll band. I didn't know how to steal until I learned to stand. Drive a tractor and a pickup truck in a place with diesel gas. Somewhere here, somewhere near, but out of here is where I'm gonna last. And then it goes, what the song that's been stuck in my head that I wish I could just play for you guys. I'm trying to think the melody now in my head. Maybe I'm getting it unstuck in my head finally because of you guys. Let's see here. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Mama was a rock and roll band. Anyways, it's by the Magnetic. Not the Magnetic Zeros, but Magnetic Fields. Right? Isn't that their name? That's their name, I think. Yeah, Magnetic Fields. But yeah, Mama was a rodeo. Daddy was a or Mama was a rock and roll band. I wish I could get out of here, and I've never settled down long enough for a one night stand. I was like that lyric. I never settled down long enough for a one night stand. Anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about all this. It has nothing to do with anything. So many good songs, though. Yes. I'll make another playlist for you guys soon, like to listen to music, to listen to your fish by and chill out. That playlist I made a year or two ago that was just like the tank being filmed. Actually, a lot of people tried it and or at least listened to it. It was at like, I don't know, 30,000 listens or something like that. Mama says there's about 30,000 listens. 190 million thousand listens. Why can't I pull this up? Because your internet is stupid slow, you bet. Yeah, you should not pay money like you do. It's not funny because they take all your money on the internet. StreamYard. When you're alone and life is getting you lonely, you can always go live stream when no one wants to give you attention at all, and you can always go live stream. Remember, hit that like button if you don't want your thumbs clipped off with cigar cutters. Do 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 do. The tanks that are going to be wrecked when I get back. Earworm. When you're alone and life is getting you lonely, you can always go eat Oreos. All right, guys. Can you hear me? I really like these Von Rios. They're really beautiful. They were a little beat up when I got them. Something had been eating their fins. And then they go well with the Phantoms. They're both Hyphus Sobracrons. And then I've got the green fire tetras in here. But yeah, they're so pretty. Also, the Equus pencilfish. Oh, my angels laid eggs again. Wouldn't you know it? Right when I'm leaving town again. Of course. So did these little stinkers. They had babies. Look at these guys are showing off. Wow. I've never seen them this dark black and blue and metallic. They are doing their fighting for a female. They want a lady. Or maybe they want each other. I don't know. But here's the lady. She's hiding down here. Look at that guy. Wow, I've never seen him that blue and black. Wow, looking good. The other one down there, look at him too. The blue on him is just incredible. These guys, I don't know. I think they're the same gender. Hold on, I think there's something on the lens too. That might be better. Are you still looking for black angels? No. Well, maybe. I might need a female black angel. These ones seem to be males. Although this one's like ovipositor looking thing is open when the other ones breed. So I don't know. Maybe they are females, but they don't ever get like puffed up with eggs. So I don't really know for sure. But yeah, I just dig the combo of the yellow and orange, and then I've got like a ancestris, and then the leopard frog plecos that are left. But yeah, then the koi tetra. Hold on, guys. Let me grab something out of here. Papa was a rodeo. Mama was a rock and roll show. I gotta get right out of here before I learn to grow. I have a fish that needs disposing of, unfortunately. I love to just leave them in there so that my wife can just magically stumble upon an injured tetra that didn't. Oh, here she comes. She's showing off. The lady is a tramp. She is showing off for the boys who are fighting over her for her love. This channel, don't tell me that I don't have everything for you on this channel. Look at this. Look at that gorgeous male, and look at them showing off for this little gal. This little I was gonna say Betty Davis, but I was like in my head for some reason. First Betsy Ross was gonna come out, and then Betty White, and I was like, those are not the correct names. Anyways, so these guys, yeah, everybody in here pretty happy, doing well. And the other cool thing that's going on, but they're like right there now, is and watch them freak out and attack the scissors. Please don't do that, fish. One of my here we go. One of my crypts, or it could be, I don't know for sure. But look at this. Look at this pod coming up. It doesn't quite look like the crypt spiralis leaves flowers I've seen in the past, but there's definitely something coming up. Where the heck did I just lose it again? But it's throwing up a spike, and it's either the crypt spiralis, this one, or it's the crypt albida, or it's the Barclay longifolium. I think it might be the Barclay, but we'll see if it makes it to the top. And flowers. I'm still waiting for this bad boy to flower again. The purple Aponogeton, who has no official name still. Like, we don't know for sure. Oh, that gas is going a little crazy. Then in here, everybody's doing good. The plants all look good. There's not like even a spot of algae on stuff, which just is so nice and happy little clouds. I think it's because of the number of shrimp in here. But then up here, actually I lied. I guess there is algae in this mat, but this stuff's just floating. and like ready to be tossed. It's just excess moss and stuff that I have floating for a spawning mop for my killies, which I don't know where they are. Are they back in the corner or something? The rocket killies that I have that I got from Aquarium Co-op were from Corey's fish farm, fish room thing. And he brought them in and just sold them with the normal rocket killies. Oh, here we go. You guys, I don't know if you saw these last time, but look at that. Look at this female, how big she is. She is ginormous. I mean, she's 2 inches long. The male, too, is. Oh wait, that's that's a snail. What am I pointing at? And where did the male go? Come on, where did you go, buddy? But in any case, they're huge because he power feeds everything at his farm. Everything's on an auto feeder, like 4 to 12 times a day, depending on the species, and you know, some of it's just a little tiny bit of food every few hours, every 2 hours or something. But oh yeah, here we go. Let's bring you back over here. But I've never seen a rocket killie this big. I mean, holy smokes. I'm a little afraid it's going to eat all the shrimp. But he's got like a crazy silver head, and I mean, just looks incredible even when he's not excited and the light just turned on. Super cool. But huge, huge for a rocket killie. Um, as for like what I'm taking on my trip, this pack is my day pack, and all my fishing gear and everything other than the big net fits in there. And then I have a couple books I'll be bringing. And then in here, I guess I should give a little light. And I told you guys the other day, I think, that we got super screwed by the fact that it was snowing and it was 22 degrees out. Well, my fish room got down to 52 degrees and the tanks got down to, I want to say, the tanks got down to a really cold number, like 60 or 58. And that was okay for a lot of fish, like CPDs, erythromicrons, aradnocentris. They seem to all be doing good. But unfortunately, my angels, the last angel that was in here, she didn't make it, nor did one of the algae eaters didn't make it. And you can see it just how stressed these guys are. He's usually really a nice red color with stripes and stuff, but all these gals and these babies, they're all pretty stressed. Alex, I'd try to get some of those yellow top minnows back home. Yeah, the fundulus, yes, I agree. I 100% agree. I am definitely trying to get them back to Seattle. Some of those anyways. But yeah, so now it's pretty much only down to, there's 2 mustard synodontists in here still. I think, as long as they're alive and well under here somewhere. Probably in here, actually. And then there's 4 babies. And one of these guys that, you know, honestly, I probably could put in the other tank. That has the algae. And then over here, let's check in on the malawas. So I'm going to be selling malawas again, guys. So here's a normal malawa. If we can get it to focus. I know this is never a fun process. Okay. So there's it focused on a normal one. This is the blue tank that throws red, and now it's also been throwing those skeletons. If you guys were on my Facebook group and saw them, but also The blues have been coming in really nice. Oh, stop. Two of the best blues just jumped. But you can see the normal color ones down here. You can see the newest cross that I tried. These are these little white ones that have like this ghost stripe pattern and yellowish white on the body up by the shoulder, which is kind of cool. And then the blue ones, they're still doing their thing. That's a really faint blue one, but I was gonna get more of them in the picture for you. They're just all hiding right now because I didn't put food out ahead of time, which I should have. I thought I taught a putty tat. I did. Come on, Blue. I'm your boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. All right, there's a blue one right here. These are a blue hybrid ones right here. And well, now he's gone. And oh yeah, here's a red and a blue side by side, live, even with the crappy color quality. There's the red, another blue on the ground, two blues actually. And I mean, they're pretty darn blue, a lot of these now. They're looking pretty sky blue. So I'm gonna be selling them. I don't know what the fairest price is. I've got them in pretty much all the tanks still. Almost every tank in my fish room has some. But like I said, I don't know what the fair price is for a completely new shrimp line, but I kind of want to use it to kind of raise money again after the crash, but also only give them to people who are really serious. Yeah, they're almost a turquoise, you're right. People who are really serious about keeping them. Also, I've been trying to get these guys to breed forever. These are some least killifish that I already have, and two guppies. But come on, focus. The least killifish are those are huge least killifish, which is funny to say because they're the smallest live bear. And then up in here, I've got humpback lamias, endlers, my guppy strain, and then so now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I got 5 new 2.5 gallon tanks for like elosoma spawning. And then I've also got this 40 breeder only has a tetra and then like 5 cories and a few of the multi-line loaches, multi-bar loaches. So hopefully that's where some of the warmer fish will go. This tank's pretty loaded, but it's coming back right now. It's got a little bit of the hair algae. But everybody's happy. I mean, the rainbow fish are colored up. The tin Winnie Danios or the gold ring Danios are colored up. The glow light or Chopra Danios are colored up. The rosy loaches are. The gouramis are. So everybody's really happy in that tank, which I'm happy about because when I came back from that trip, it was a disaster, if you recall. And then I also found she somehow had more. So this is a betta cachina, or a betta. This is a betta rubra here, a betta rubra male, and a betta moth chiensis female right here. However, I just pulled out a few betta babies that are wild. Let me turn the light on here too. Sorry, guys. I had the lights off because everybody's been so stressed this week from all the snow and all the other stuff. Look at this rainbow shiner. These are all blue and red. He's looking gorgeous. gorgeous George over here. Look at him go. Love him. And then the Scud tank in all its infamy. Oh, 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 oh. This is what I'm using as live food indoors when I don't really have the best food selection, like Daphnia going wild. Like they're just not producing like they should be, the Daphnia when it's cold. So then I've got my Machiensis up here, and up here, where are you, little bettas? I don't even see them in this algae pigsty. Oh well, I'll find them later. And then yeah, here's that rubra. Oh, maybe we'll get it. Yeah, it's being shy. And then otherwise, this tank. Whoa! Everybody just disappeared. This tank's never this empty. But the gouramis survived the cold, which I'm super happy about. And so did the thread fins. And so did the Luminatus, which is great. The Pseudomagil Luminatus did. There's more of the little gourami. And if I lift this up, we'll probably get more gouramis. And there we go. There they are. The Tiananacara, Candidii. And then there are also some. That's weird. Usually it's right there. There are a few loaches in here right now that I moved around. And then this tank again, pretty darn empty. So live bears of some sort could go in here, like if I got some mollies or swordtails from the wild. This is a pretty hard tank. And also the shrimp. I have room for more shrimp in here. There's only 5 shrimp, I think, in here right now. So I need to hit Grant up and get more shrimp. Those are the Tangerine Tiger Cheetah crosses. And then, I've got some of these little Pethia checkerboard barbs. And then I separated my very best blue Malawas. Let me scoot some of the duckweed out of the way so you can actually see light color in here. And then also CPDs and erythromicron, which have spawned in here. But yeah, check out that blue, just killing it. So I feel like they're really special. They don't breed completely true, which is a bummer. There's the best one I have right there. So yeah, I feel they don't breed completely true, but if you're diligent, they're worth it for sure. I need to top off all these tanks tonight before I leave tomorrow night. And under here, I never know what's going on in this tank. Everybody's always aggro. But we've got cribs, we've got bettas, we've got Pelvica chromis, right straight down from the razor. And then we've got all the cuckoo catfish, Synodontis, and we're starting to get a lot of debris again. And look at how low the nutrients are. So the micronutrients are just crashed in this tank. So I need to start dosing fertilizer again. Basically, moss is the only thing that's surviving for the most part, plant-wise. And then you've got the buffalo cichlids in with the Kerbensis, and they're getting along okay. They don't physically hurt each other, but they do stress each other out sometimes. And yeah, all right. Let's see what else. Right. The last thing maybe worth showing is this right here. All the little Focus. All my little outdoor rice fish and a few new ones that I got at a club auction. They're doing well. I had like 3 orange ones that were babies in here, and interestingly enough, all but this one here, this peach one, got eaten like by the other rice fish. So kind of a bummer. I don't know. I'm debating fake plants in there just because I hate seeing such a bleak tank, but they killed every single plant. They even then took the layers of moss and mulm and either ate it or ripped it apart more. So these guys have very little buffer other than whatever I float on top to protect them from ammonia spikes and stuff. And it's real frustrating. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to say hello. Is it me you're looking for? And wear a hat. You know, you know how it goes. Yeah, sure. You know, and see if there's still the snow outside. Finally got our that their power back, but it's so cold that my fluorescent lights don't turn on unless I hit them a few times and they have to warm up and strobe, which is obnoxious. But I hope my flight gets out on time because it's literally going to be snowing here in Seattle again. It was 22 degrees last night. I have Oreo on my lips. And hey, Rosie, welcome. Hello. And yeah, so the next live stream, I will be in Florida. It will be probably Monday. If I'm not too busy that day. Might be Tuesday if so. But I'm hoping to do more live vlogging while I'm down there, or at least an upload every few days, as well as recording the content for the big videos that I'm working on. But you guys, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys, the replay crew, the people that are here, you super chatters, you members, you make my life. You guys allowed me to get all this new gear and to go on this trip that I can't really afford, but I'll be able to pay it off in the future, hopefully, as long as y'all watch the content later. And hopefully I'll bring some fish back and be able to spread them throughout the American hobby a bit more afterwards. So yeah, I'm gonna bounce like an ounce, and I'll see you next time I pounce. Oh yeah, with the rhymes. All right, guys, have a great night. Go watch the Booty Boys, Danikin, Aquatics, if they're on tonight, or who is it? Is it Skipper that's with them, or no? It might be John. Anyways, go take a look and see if they're on there. I'm gonna get out of here, but I appreciate it. And mods, I really do appreciate you. Earlier too, I saw someone just take the wheel and decide that modded needed doing, and they had the privilege, so they did. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later. Much love. Bye.